Good morning, River Landing. Here I am for a chair yoga class outside on hole 5 in the golf course with the beautiful backdrop. Isn't that amazing? Who needs music when you have all these beautiful sounds out here? Let's hope there's no mowers or anything today, right? So let's go ahead and get started, sitting up nice and tall. Let's think about that good posture. Good, so toes are forward with our knees and our ankles right in line with each other, and we're sitting up nice and tall. Good, with your hips, shoulders, and ears right in line with each other. Good, all right, let's take a couple breaths here. You can even close your eyes if you'd like, just listen to the sounds around you. Breathe into that belly, relax your body. Take that inventory of what hurts a little bit and what doesn't, what feels good today. Let's open up those eyes. Let's take a big deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Good, one more time, big deep breath. And let it go. Good, now roll those shoulders back, big roll. Exaggerate that roll, feel the stretch. Good. I'm in a little bit of a conspicuous position here, so lots of people looking. Open up that chest right here, feel that good stretch there. Now take your palms, rotate through the shoulders and open, and shake your head right here like you're saying, I want to look and see where my palms are today. Good. Now bring it right back to the center and tuck your chin. Relax your shoulders. And then let's come all the way up. Hands come behind your head. Open up those shoulders. Stand up nice or sit up nice and tall. Good. Let's rock to one side and feel that stretch. And bring it back to the center and other side. And bring it back to the center. Open up those elbows wide. Good. Keeping your posture nice and tall, shoulders, hips, and ears in line. All I want you to do is tuck your chin right here. Hands are gently on your head. Good. Let's take those hands right off those heads. Shrug your shoulders like you're saying, I don't know, but feel how good that feels. And listen to the crackling and the crunching of the shoulders as you crunch and lift. Good. Feel that nice stretch in those shoulders. We're kind of knocking out some of that crunchy stuff. Good. And we all have it as we get older. We all get those crunchy things. Good. One day we'll have a class and we'll talk about why that happens and how can we make it better? Because we can. No matter how old we are, we can make things at least a little better with persistence and purposefulness. Good. Now reach one arm out like you're holding a smelly sock. Turn your head away from it. Open up your palm. Now if you can, take your palm and push it with your fingers behind you. Let's take the other hand, push it down, and look at it. So I want you to bring your chin down toward your shoulder. Look at your hand. Good. You feel that stretch through the neck? Relax your shoulders. Bring that head up and back to the center. Let's bring that arm in. Let's do the other side. We start with that stinky sock. We're holding it. We're turning. We open up that palm and push those fingers back. Taking the other hand down, let's look at that hand. Good. Feel that nice stretch through the palm. Good, bring the head all the way up and back to the center and bring everything in. Now push both hands down towards the floor, sit up nice and tall, and we're gonna turn our head, hold it, relax through the shoulders, bring it back to the center, turn the other way. Do you find that your head turns easier one way than the other? Mine does. I have one side is always tighter. Now look down towards the floor or toward your shoes or your feet. Good, and then bring it all the way up. Let's roll those shoulders back one more time. Good. All right, here's our last shoulder exercise for today. We're going to move to the middle part of the body. So I want you to take your hands either on your hips or we're going to put them right here on top of your ilium and ischium or on top of the sacral bone or just your lower back, whatever you want to think of it as, whatever is easiest for you. So we're going to bring those hands right there, open up through the chest. Good, sitting up tall. Make sure your base is good, knees and ankles are in line, sitting back, hips and shoulders are in line. I'll tell you a secret. I'm leaning forward a little bit because I'm on a bit of a hill. So you in your nice solid chair, you make sure that you're sitting up tall. Good. All right. So open a little, look up. Beautiful birds. And thank you, Jesus. It's not raining on me. Good. All right, and then bring it forward. Good. So I want you to curl the shoulders. Keep your hands pinned right there in the back. Good. Curl through that shoulder. Feel that upper back stretch. Wow, huh? Okay, now open it up again. Open it up. Look up. Good. So many wonderful things to see when we look up, right? If you're in your house, you're thinking, yeah, I'm seeing cobwebs, right? Cool. All right, here we go. One more time. Curl it. Feel that upper back stretch. Wow. I like that. I like how that is really stretching that upper back. I like it so much. Let's do it one more time. So open it up. Elbows go back. Proud chest. We're sticking it up and sticking it out. Look up. Good. And then exhale. And come back forward. Wow, what a stretch to those shoulders. Now let's come up nice and tall. Bring those hands right here. So you know what? Let's rock back and forth. And while we are, I'm going to just talk for a minute. You know, I'm not the only one that can do exercises in different locations. So if you're watching me on a computer or an iPad, maybe you could take your chair out and put it on a balcony somewhere, or bring it to a nice solid surface where you can sit where you're outside and breathe some nice fresh air. Wouldn't that be awesome? Just a different perspective, right? So we're rocking. Let's look up a little and then look down towards your shoes. Look up a little and then down towards your shoes. One more. Good. Now hold it here. I want you to stretch through the spine, keeping your ears, shoulders, and hips right in line with each other. Good. Now reach one arm out. Good. You could even reach it with the palm flexed so that you're giving me that high five, right? Because we're doing exercise and that's so good for us. And bring that hand down. Let's reach it out. Flex your palm if you can. Good stretch through the carpal tunnel area right there. Good. Are you feeling that nice low back stretch too? There you go. Double duty. All right, so reach those arms out, sit up tall. We're going to take the right arm, we're going to slide it down, almost like you're taking a saw and slicing right there. We're not going to really do that. And turn and look. Wow, what a beautiful view. And then bring it up and slice the other way. Turn. And bring it all the way back. Good. All right, so come forward in your chair. And I promise that if I do tumble backwards or do a somersault, I'll leave it in the video so you can see it. So let's lean back. So far, so good. Let's hold that one leg up right here. Give it a hug. Stick your chest forward. Let's point and flex that foot. Good. It's kind of like a suspense show, right? You got to see if she tumbles down the hill. You got to watch till the end and roll the other way. Good. We'll get into some deeper hip stretching in the chair in just a moment, but I want to get up for a minute. So let's go ahead and do the other leg. We're just stretching through the lower back. Anytime we pull a knee towards the chest, we're not only using ab muscles to do that, but we're stretching our lower back. So point and flex right here. Good, and then roll that ankle. And roll the other way. Good. And then let's put that foot on the floor. Let's do one big stretch here. So bring those arms out. Stretch it up. Oh. Wow. Beautiful to do this outside. All right, bring those hands. Hold your chair. Push yourself up. Some of you have those arms on the chair. Now let's march. So if you're inside, you're making some noise for your neighbor downstairs so they know that you're here and you're exercising, right? Maybe they'll thump with a broom and tell you, hey, I'm here too. Who knows? All right, now plant those feet. Let's go ahead and come up, and we're gonna stand behind our chair. Good. I'm gonna stand to the side. I want you to stand behind your chair so that you can see me. If you don't want to get out of the chair at all, you can do all these exercises seated in the chair. I'll try to give you a verbal walkthrough of what that's going to look like if you're still seated. So come over. So you're standing behind your chair. Let's just do some heel raises right here, building the strength that we need for our get up and go muscles. Those get up and go muscles start at our feet and they come all the way up to our hips and to our bellies. So I always try to work all those muscles so that when we want to go, we can go. Good, all right. Up on those toes. Good, hold it right here. I want you to hold it right here. And we're just gonna do a little walk, a little march on those toes. Now your calf muscles are really engaged at this moment, aren't they? So I understand that. We're gonna stretch them right away after we're done. And I'll show you how. Right here, I want you to come down. We're gonna walk on those heels. Good, walk on your heels. Good. Try to stand up tall. I'm leaning because I'm kind of in that downhill kind of area and I don't want to tumble backwards. Good. All right, oh, you feel those calves? You ready to stretch them? I'm gonna turn my chair, but you keep looking right at me. All right, so we're gonna stretch that calf muscle right away. So one heel goes out, toe is raised. Stand up tall. Good. Try to keep hips, shoulders, ears right in line. Just keep looking at me. Good. Now lean forward towards that chair. Stick that bottom back. Feel how just elongating right through here, pushing that bottom back is going to make that stretch even deeper. Good. And breathe. Nice big deep breath. Good. Now put your toe to the floor and come down a little bit further. Where do you feel that? I feel that in my inner thigh and in my calf and hamstring. All right, let's come up. Let's do that other side. So standing up nice and tall. Hinge at the hip. Heel is on the floor. Toe is raised. And over we go. There we go. Beautiful airplane. I saw him just for a second before it went into the sky. Push that hip back. Now put that toe to the floor. Come down a little further. Keep pushing that hip all the way back. Feel that nice stretch. Big deep breaths here. Good. And then let's come all the way up. Bring it here and march it out. Give it a kick. Good. Did you know you're kicking under your chair, right? So did you know that when we kick under our chair, we're actually working our balance system just that little bit? Pretty cool, huh? So let's work that balance system a little bit more before we get to a little bit more stretching. So you're standing behind your chair. We're going to do some side movement, some lateral movement, very important for balance. So I want you to always be able to reach your chair or something so that if you feel a little tippy that you don't fall over. So here we go. We're going to step over. Good. And like you're stepping over something, maybe a pair of shoes, maybe a dog. Up and over we go. We're going to do this a little while, working those balance muscles. Good. And if you can't get your knees up like I am, that's okay. Here's an option, right? Just that step side. We're working these muscles right here on the side. All the way around are those get up and go muscles. Good. Couple more. We got to do them. Now, in your apartments or your houses, you probably don't have a lot of spaces where you can do this, but sometimes find a spot where you can, maybe a hallway, somewhere where you have something to hold on to. If you come to the bistro, there's tons of places that while you're waiting, you can walk down the hallways sideways. If anybody does it, I'll give you a prize, because I don't think anybody will do it. But this is an exercise that's going to help you with your balance. All right, I'm starting to feel it. So let's go ahead, and when you get back to your chair, I want you to go ahead and stop. You stand behind your chair. I'm going to stand here so that you can see me. Let's keep working those balance muscles. So we're going to lift it a little bit and lower. Lift and lower. Hold on to that chair. Try not to let it drop. Did you see it? I dropped it. So I want it slow and controlled. Now hold this one up here. Good. If you can, hold on with one hand, reach the opposite arm out, working on our balance. Beautiful. Are you standing tall? Don't lean. Try not to lean. Good. And bring it down. March it out. Give a wiggle. You know I like the wiggles. All right, and here we go. Lift and lower right here. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. Lift and lower. All right, let's do two more. And last one, hold it up there. Maybe you're pointing and flexing that foot. Hold on to the chair if you need to. We're gonna reach that arm out. Holding right here. Working that balance. Good, and bring it down and give the wiggle. Good. All right, so let's work just a little bit more in balance. So we're going to split our stance. So we changed our center of gravity, and we changed how we're standing. Makes it a little more challenging. And we're going to just take those hips and we're going to roll them. When I started my yoga training, the lady called these Elvis hips. The Elvis pelvis, she used to say. So we're rolling that hip. Roll, roll. Good, let's roll the other way. Get those hips moving. Almost like you're doing a hula hoop in a split stance. Good, ooh, I almost fell down the hill. All right, let's march it out. Do the other side, good. All right, so split stance, we're gonna roll those hips. Roll those hips. Good. And roll the other way. Woo! Roll the other way. Good, all right. Hopefully that kind of loosened up those hips. Let's loosen up that back just a little bit. So I'm going to turn my chair yet again. And you can stand right behind your chair. We're going to take that walk back. So bringing your feet right below your hips, extending those arms out, stretch it out. Bring those ears right between your arms. Feel that nice stretch. Lift your hips, ears are right between your arms. Big stretch here. Stick that bottom back. Really push it back. Imagine I took my strap and I lifted your hips and I pulled them back. And breathe. Nice big deep breath here. Bend your knees. Turn those feet forward. Good, and march it out. Give it that wiggle. And give it a kick. All right. Now, I want you to either turn your chair so that you can see me, or turn so that you're holding the side of your chair so that you're perpendicular with your chair. Your hip is at the chair. We're going to step out just a little bit so the arm is nice and long. Reaching that arm up, big stretch. Good. And then come on over to the side. Feel that nice stretch through the side. Good, loosening through that hip. We're just doing a smorgasbord of things today. A little balance, a little hip stretching, a little back, shoulders. We're gonna get it all before we're done with our 30 minutes. Good, now look up just a little bit. See how that stacked your shoulder? So you're looking underneath your armpit, maybe up towards the ceiling or the sky. Inhale, let's bring it up. Now I want you to take that arm that's raised and we're gonna twist and open. Good, and then bring it right back and down. So march it out just that little bit. Good. So we're gonna take those feet, we're gonna cross the inside leg. And I'm saying that so I remember which leg I crossed over when we did the other side. We're gonna inhale and lift. Good. So usually we're gonna come over to the side, right? But today, before we come over to the side, I want you to soften through your knees. We're holding that chair. We're gonna bend forward first. Good. Now some of us can stop here. Some of us could come down a little further. You choose who you are. If you're in the chair, you're sitting with your feet crossed, reaching forward. Good. Inhale and lift. If you're staying in the chair, I'm sorry I haven't been real good about saying the right things for the chair, but you kind of know if you've been doing this class a while where to go. And now we're going to lean over to the sides. In the chair, you would cross your feet and just lean over to the side right with us. Look underneath that armpit. I'm seeing a little blue sky. Good. Now inhale and open one more time. Good. We're going to do a reversal here. So I want you to reverse that arm and reach it the opposite direction. Soften your knees. Don't lock them out. Feel that stretch here. Now you notice I'm not bending here at all. I'm just reaching. Still standing up nice and tall just with the reach. And bring it in and uncross. March it out. Good. All right. I'm going to turn my chair to the other side. All right. There we go. All right. So we're standing up nice and tall. This is how we started it all. We're far enough away from the chair that when we're holding it, that the arm is nice and straight. We start with our feet right below our hips. Inhale, lift. Good, reach it over and feel that stretch to this side. The outside leg is pushing towards the floor. That's going to give you a deeper stretch. Good, now look underneath that armpit. Good. So if you have really tight hips, that pushing of the foot really makes a difference. Good. Now let's inhale and bring it up and open. What a beautiful view I have. All right, now we're going to take the inside leg, cross it in the front, and we're going to start. Soften your knees, reach it up, hinge at the hip, and come forward. It's almost like you're doing a curtsy or a bow, right? For those of you that have more flexibility, you can come down a little bit more. If you're in the chair, you're just crossing your legs and you're reaching. Reach it forward. And then inhale and come all the way up. Good. Now come over to the side. Look underneath that armpit, stretch. Remember how we talked about that outside foot, push it towards the floor? Same thing here. Push that foot, feel that stretch through the hip. Good. Good. And then inhale and open. And then bring it across. So the reason I'm laughing is it's funny, the older gentlemen, the people who know me pretty well, they all wave and they're like, yeah, there she is, she's just being crazy. But the young kid just drove by and he wouldn't look at me at all. He just sat there straight like, what in the heck is she doing? Thinking I'm a little nuts, probably. You don't know how great this is, right? How wonderful this is to do this together. And bring it in. Now let's uncross. Give it a wiggle. Let's do one good back stretch here. Good. So grab that chair and stretch it back. Stretch it back. Lots of dirt movers today. I've seen lots of dirt coming back and forth. That's what those noises are. So push it right here. Stretch those hips back. Feel that good stretch. more breath here. Soften those knees and let's walk it forward. Good job. Okay, so we have a few minutes left. Let's go ahead and have a seat in our chair. I hope I don't tumble down the hill. Ah! Okay, here we go. Good so far. All right, so let's come back in the chair. Reach that leg up. We've been here once before today. Let's stretch it out. Stretch that other leg out if you can. The best way to do this stretch is if you're laying on the floor. We're really working those hips. Looks like we got a mower next to us, so that's going to be a little loud for a little while. Hopefully we can just incorporate it into our workout today. We only have a couple minutes left. Good. Now put that foot on the floor. We're going to cross that leg over if you can. Pushing up through the chair, sitting up tall. Now if you can't cross that leg over, cross here at the ankle. Good. Otherwise we're here, we're sitting up nice and tall. Good. We're putting maybe a little gentle pressure on that knee, maybe not. Maybe it's enough just the way it is. Sit up tall. Good. Let's lean forward. Leaning forward just that little bit. Stick your chest forward like you're going to lay your chest on your shin. And breathe. Nice big deep breaths. Good. We're going to have to hold it. There's the dirt mover. Good. All right, let's come up nice and tall. Let's rock it side to side. Just that little rock side to side. Feel that stretch in the hip. Here he comes. He didn't know what to do. He stopped for a minute. All right, sitting up nice and tall. I want you to push here and turn. And bring it back to the center. Sit back in that chair. Let's lift it up right here. Hold it up. Okay, hold it up right here. Good. Can you rock it just a little bit side to side? Just that little bit side to side. Now you don't have to bring it up so high. You could be way down here. You could be right here. Lots of options that work best for you. Good. All right. Now that it's a little bit looser, bring it right here. Hug it in. Hands go right underneath, right here. Hold underneath it. Let's kick it up and down. Now again, if your leg is down here, that's okay. Flex your foot. That gives a deeper stretch. Remember, if you can't hear me, just keep doing what I'm doing. And then hold it right here. Hold it here. Push your heel up towards the ceiling or towards the sky. Good. Feel that nice stretch? Now let's point and flex. Point and flex that foot. Good. You could be way down here. That's okay. You get your stretch where you get your stretch. And roll that ankle. And roll the other way. Good. Now last time, let's hug that leg in. Feel that nice stretch. Sit up tall. Push your chest forward. See how that makes it different. And let's bring it down. Let's do that other side. Good. Hug it in. Stretch it out. Feel that nice stretch. Good. And now it's quiet just for a moment, right? All right, let's put that foot on the floor. We're going to take and cross it right here. Sit up nice and tall. Good. All right. Good job. So we're sitting up nice and tall. We're maybe putting a little pressure on that knee. Maybe not. Maybe we don't need it, right? Maybe there's enough there. And we're breathing. Nice big deep breaths. Good, let's rock it side to side. Woo! Both of my hips were tight today. How are yours? Were they both tight too? Yeah. Sometimes it's just that way, isn't it? Good. All right, now push that knee. Let's turn and look behind. bring it back to the center. Let's lift it up, give it a hug. Oh yeah, doesn't that feel good? Maybe we can rock it a little bit side to side, maybe not. Remember, if your legs don't go that high, just rock it down here where it's nice and supported. That's perfectly fine. Do what feels right for you. Good, and then let's hug it in just that little bit. All right, and then bring that leg back here. We're gonna hug underneath, hold it. Good, and then stretch it out, kick it out. So wherever you're comfortable. Good. Now hold it right here, and you could be holding here wherever you feel the stretch. Push that heel away, feel that nice stretch. Good. Let's bend that knee, put that foot on the floor. Let's scoot our tail feathers all the way back to where the seat meets the back of your chair, sitting up nice and tall. I can't believe I've actually taken you a few minutes over, but let's just pause for a moment and listen to the sounds around us. It's just amazing to be part of the world where there's so many different sounds that are so beautiful. So breathe some nice big deep breaths, calming yourself. Just pausing for a moment and breathing. Being grateful for all the things your body did for you in this last 30 minutes. You can shut the video off and keep your meditation. For those of you that are ready to wake up with me, let's open up those eyes. Take a big deep breath and let it go. One more big deep breath. Bringing those hands up to prayer. Thank you so much for choosing this video to watch today and for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did and that you are stretched and ready for whatever you choose to do today. Namaste.